Yeah, so I'm just talking to my friend now. Yeah, we're getting into a really good chat. I decided to record this. He's very happy with it. So yeah, man. So I know it was very tough for you when you were going through that. Do you want to talk about that actually?
Yeah. So it's called depersonalization-derealization, and it's just how to explain it. So how it started was I had some weed, and from that weed I had a trip, which is known as like a whitey, or after the trip I had a panic attack, and from the panic attack, after it finished, my body was on high alert, and from that I caused DPDR, and that's depersonalization-derealization. And so yeah, after I got the depersonalization-derealization, it's just all your negative thoughts are just amplified, and it's up to you to choose whether you're going to listen to that or you're not. But I say that it's really hard not to listen to it because it's so loud, and it's had a massive effect on your stress, on your emotions, on your day-to-day life, and it can feel so weird because visually you see things differently. You feel disconnected. You feel like you're not in your body. You feel like nothing is real. You know. First time I went to McDonald's and I got some fries. I looked at them and I was like, this doesn't look real. And I was just looking at them and I was like, this ain't real. And then because one thought after the other, you go into a cycle. So there's a thought of, it doesn't feel real. Never mind. Wait, it isn't real. And then you go in a cycle. It isn't real, and then you spiral down. And when you get to that, you go rock bottom. It's horrible, but it's the best thing. Because look at it as a graph, right? Graph is like that, and then that, and then that, and then that. So what that means is, when you go down, you can only go up, right? You're gonna go down, but then you're gonna go up even more. So, in a way, you've got to accept it, and you just got to say to yourself, you know what, this has been put here for a reason, you know? Don't blame yourself, don't say to yourself, oh, I wish I hadn't smoked that last spliff. It's not the spliff that did it, it's the panic attack. So that's the way I look at it, but I'm still dealing with it now, but it's just finding ways to manage it, to be able to cope with it. Because it can get difficult, but you just got to tell yourself, you got to bring the good thoughts and fight it against the bad thoughts, because initially the good thoughts will win over the bad thoughts, because the good thoughts are you. Every person on this planet is innocent unless they get influenced by other people or by other things that make them believe that that situation or that thing is real, right?
Yeah.
And you might argue with me because you might say, alright, what about the murderers? What about the rapists? And yeah, I hate both of them things, especially rapists, because I've got sisters. And it's not a nice thing, but the way you got to look at it is, from more on the murderer side, what made them want to do it? Because 9 out of 10 they're probably depressed. What caused them to be depressed, right? How far down the line are they depressed? Are they scared to get out? Why did they want to kill that person? Because they probably wanted to kill that person because they wanted to probably be, sent to prison for them to be punished. They probably wanted that.
But why?
To be punished.
Why do they want the punishment?
Because the reason why, in my opinion, I think, is because they feel like they've done something wrong. So they feel like they should take the coverage for that. And what I mean by that is like, let's say for example, everyone's telling you you're bad. And you're like, no, I'm not. And then people keep saying to you, yeah, you are. And then you start overthinking, you're like, am I a bad person? You start picking out the bad things you've done, not the good things. You're not highlighting the good things, you're highlighting the bad things. And then you're like, oh, maybe I am a bad person. I don't know what to do. and then you just like, oh my god, I'm a bad person. So then you do what bad people do. You start off small, you maybe start off stealing, you maybe start telling lies, and then it spirals. And people, when you do bad things, very bad things, people then instantly think that you are bad. But in my opinion, I don't think you're all bad. I don't think that's true. Unless you're rapists. Or murderers that are like Jeffrey Dahmer. Here. That's just bad. But then again, that's not really his fault, because how it started was his father. He went to roadkill, he went to get some roadkill. And with his son at the age of about 5, he showed him how to get the heart out and how to sort all the intestines and stuff out. And from that early age, your brain is the most at work, because it's only just developing. And so when that happens, because it made him happy at a very young age, it develops into something that is horrendous as you get older. And that's what happened with him. And because he was lonely, because his parents were arguing, his mental health was bad. And that was the situation of him.
Yeah, it's pretty tough though. I mean, like with DPDR, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what does that feel like for you on a daily basis? Or when it happens?
It feels very dark. Not just your vision, your thoughts, your moods. You feel like you're not here. And you feel very vulnerable. And you feel like at any moment you're gonna wake up. That's how it feels. And it almost feels like some gates are closing on you and you've got to escape, or else you'll die if they get too close. It sounds psychopathic, but it isn't. It's a natural thing for people going through DPDR. It's a mental health thing. And the only reason that it's not psychopathic is because if you thought you were psycho, you wouldn't know about it. Because psychopathic people don't know that they're psycho. Because psychopathic people will get blankets and be like, oh, I've got to get blankets because I've got to sleep tonight, so it keeps me warm outside. That's the type of psychopathic people are, because they don't know about it. They don't. And that's when you've got to tell your mind, you know what, that's not right. Why am I doing that? It's just literally a mental game, but it makes you stronger. It really does.